As we have experienced in the previous lectures, much of the information we have been working with in JavaScript is strings. For example, the prompt command we used in the previous lecture returns a string. That is, whatever the user types into the prompt dialog box. Even if we ask for user's age and they type the number 50, JavaScript still treats it as a string of text. It returns a string with the 2 numeric characters in it. This is also true when working with web forms. Say we had a text field in the form that asked someone to type the number of countries they have been to this year. If they type 1, 5, 10, or 20, JavaScript will still treat the value inside that text field as a string value. So now let me show you how treating strings like numbers can lead to some unexpected behaviors. To code along with me, first download the course folder from the link in the description below and open it with your favorite code editor. Here I'm using Visual Studio Code. From the course folder, open the exercise folder called JavaScript Numbers. And then open the index.html file using Google Chrome. Here I'll also open the JavaScript console. In the index.html file, remember to link number in string.js file. The number in string.js files contains 2 variables that store inputs from a user by the prompt method. The first prompt method asks, enter your midterm exam score, and stores the result in a variable midterm score. The second prompt method asks, enter your final term exam score, and stores the result in a variable final term score. So now I'll do a little math to calculate the total scores like this. This adds the 2 values together to get the total scores, or maybe not. I'll also display the value of total scores in the console. I'll save the change, refresh the page. I'll type 75 for midterm scores, click OK, and type 80 for final term score, and click OK. 75 plus 80 is 155, right? Well, the console shows that the total score is 7,580. That's too much scores. So what exactly is going on here? Well, remember, the prompt method returns what the user types as a string. And when working with strings, the addition operator combines or concatenates the strings. In other words, it just combines the strings together. So if we had one string with 75 and another string with 80 and added them together, the result is not 155. Instead, we get the 2 strings combined as 7580. To avoid this problem, it's a good idea to convert the strings that contains numeric characters into real numbers or numeric data types. This means if we receive input that is supposed to be a number from a form or a prompt dialog box, we should convert the string to a number. Before we do that, let me show you one more thing. JavaScript has a special operator we can use to verify the type of a variable in our code or any JavaScript expression. It's called typeof, and we place it just before the variable name or a value we want to evaluate. For example, I'll use console.log to display the type of midterm score and the type of final term score like this. I'll save the change, refresh the page. I'll again type 75 and 80. And notice how in the console, type of midterm score returns string and type of final term score also returns string. So how do we convert them to numbers? I'll teach you how in the next lecture.